Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, shout out to all my spirit guides and guardian angels. You guys have been working overtime. I had such a good laugh last night with myself, thinking about how there must have been so much intervention going on lately in my life. Just like my angels and my guides trying to keep the creeps away from me, trying to not let me make any bad decisions. I just had a total belly laugh out loud last night when I was thinking how hard my guides and angels have been working. You guys have been working overtime. Thank you so very much. I am feeling the effects of 11/11 now. We had such a good podcast yesterday. I feel like every time we get together, it's good. But these past 24 hours, the messages coming through really have, we always get messages to let things go that aren't serving you, to really release and move forward, right? We hear it. But it's a whole other ball game to actually do it, feel it, and put it into action. Because, it's you can be caught up in something and in your head that you should let it go, you should forget about it, you should walk away, but then you just can't let it go, okay? So, we all know that. So it's just, so good when you're oh my gosh, I just let that go. For real, I just let that go. So anyways, I'm letting things go. I'm stepping into a new energy. I'm feeling really good. Today is going to be a really good day. I've been up since 5:30. I don't know why it took me 2 hours to get to my desk. Why? Because it was too cold to get out of bed, probably. Just because you're awake at 5:30 doesn't mean you're getting out of bed when the house is this cold. It's more wintry today than it was yesterday. But yeah, today's going to be a really great day. Got some new projects, got some new energy, got some new ideas this week. And so we're doing good. So we're going to do a lot of the universe today. This is an easy day. I'm not even joking you. It's one sentence long. It's one sentence long. So, which is good because yesterday we chit-chat a lot yesterday about the law of sex. That was talking about the physical merging of two poles. It was all about duality, just sort of the perpetuation of this animal nature thing. And while we're in duality, we have this lower law of sex, but we can have a higher expression of it. But we've got to get out of duality a little bit. And then we'll have an offset by the higher expression of law. And then it had some talk about man will be becoming androgynous. So that was yesterday. And you know what I realized? I remember that I didn't realize that yesterday was Tuesday. So we could have actually done tarot cards yesterday, but now it's too late. Now it's Wednesday. We can't be doing no tarot on Wednesday, only on Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday, and we screwed it up, you guys. We screwed it up yesterday, so next week we'll do some tarot cards. Today, we're going to do a beautiful deck called the Herbal Healing Deck. It's got a thick, I'm talking 2 C's, it's got a thick book with it. It'll satisfy your herb nerd. Na. I mean, if you got the deck, you'd like the deck, but you'd love the book. So the Herbal Healing Deck by Sarah Baldwin is where we will be going today. After we do the law of solar evolution. So we're on law number 88, the law of solar evolution. And this law is the sum total of all the lesser activities. That's it. The law of solar evolution is the sum total of all the lesser activities. So I guess this is like a review day, like everything we've done, like the law of solar evolution is the sum total of all the lesser activities. That's it. So I guess I know what I'll be putting in my notebook. I'll be putting one sentence in. You know what? Let's do 89 too. Can we do 88 and 89? Okay, because the next one is the law of solar union. So let's do 2 laws today. Ooh, look at me. All right, so the law of solar evolution was the law. This law is the sum total of all the lesser activities. While we're talking solar, let's talk about the law of solar union. So that we did the evolution. Now let's talk about union. We'll do 88 and 89. The law of solar union. This is only 2 sentences. Okay, the law of solar union. When the interplay of the suns is being dealt with from the material aspect and from the consciousness aspect, this term is occultly used. It is not possible to enlarge upon it. Good. I'm glad we did both of these stupid ass laws on one day. Neither one of them makes sense to me. All right. So the law of solar union is when the interplay of the suns is being dealt with from the material aspect and from the consciousness aspect. This term is occultly used. See, that means nothing to me. It is not possible to enlarge upon it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We will not try to enlarge upon it. We just won't, because it's not possible. All right, so there we go. We got through 88 and 89, the law of solar evolution, the law of solar union, and tomorrow we'll talk about the law of sound. Yeah, tomorrow we'll talk about the law of sound. There we go. There we go, kids. That's enough. That's enough for us. Okay, good, because I want to get to the herbal healing deck. I figured since the laws of the universe weren't going to take long today, we would use this deck because, like, I have definitely used it to, like, get a quick message, but if you want to get nerdy with it, then you should, like, just give yourself a little chunk of time. Like, just give yourself a little chunk of time to sit with this deck. This would also be like a good book to just travel with because it's like a book. It's 144 pages. There's pictures of the cards in the book in color because sometimes in guidebooks you only get the black and white version of the card. But this book, like if you just took the book with you, I think you would feel like the cards were still with you because it's so beautifully printed and done. And it, like, the pages feel good too. Ooh, I just love this book. Good job, Sarah. Good job, Ashley. I love your Oracle deck. All right, so this is what we're gonna pull from. Hey, maybe we'll get some sunshiny cards since we loosely talked about the law of solar evolution and the law of solar union. But seriously, no pun intended, those laws are like above our heads. Those solar laws are above our heads. So let me take out this deck. I have a nice charm in this deck of a mermaid. She lives in here. I often put charms on ribbons in my oracle boxes because, like, you put the ribbon under the cards so that you can just pull them out really easy. None of them get stuck on the bottom of the box. And then you have a pretty little jewelry that also lives in the box. So anyways, I'll put it over here on my nice clean desk. That's another reason why it took me so long to finally sit down. I dusted off my desk because I moved some things. I moved actually a whole shelf. I rearranged some oracle cards, made an empty shelf. Like, I moved some jars and I needed like an open space to put my current projects, the project pile. So I have my my herbal tarot project because I'm getting ready to do the Chariot over at Herbal Marie. I have a pile for my chakra cards because I'm going to do some chakra videos for my YouTube channel. And then I have another space for my runes and this big binder that I have to go with it because I'm totally nerding out learning the Nordic runes. And I was thinking, wow, look at all this space. I probably have some room now for some new oracle decks. Yeah, 'tis the season to be selfish. Fa la 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 la. I totally have a wish list. Okay. So we're not going to follow any particular layout today. I'm just going to give the herbal healing deck a little pat, hold it up to my chest, put it on my heart chakra. I love to do that with my cards, just put my energy in them, give them permission to talk to me, like love them up, appreciate them up. And yeah, just whatever message is ready to come through for me today, because I feel this new energy, I feel this new perspective. I actually let some stuff go last night. I actually let some stuff go because I allowed my guides to show me some things that were hard to see, but I needed to see so that I could have clarity, because truth and clarity are important to me. So I am so thankful that I have a healthy level of discernment going on within me, and that I'm open to seeing clearly. I really am. So anyways, I let some stuff go, and I'm feeling really good today. Okay, so here we go. Let's see who's ready to come through from the herbal healing deck. On that note, what herbal ally? We've got trees, we've got plants. Let's pick one off the top here. We've got clover with flow. All right, I remember like over the summer, every time I turned around, I was pulling the clover card. Like red clover was just stalking me in a beautiful way. So she's back. She's back. She's saying, good job. You finally removed that stagnation. And while you're getting things flowing, now would be a good time to drink some of my tea. I hope to God I still have some in one of these jars. Like, please tell me I harvested some red clover for myself. I hope so. I tell you what, like this summer, I don't feel like I harvested enough. Even though I harvested a lot of herbs from my yard, I see a lot of empty jars around, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, how are you even empty? Like I just moved the calendula jar, and it was totally empty because I used the flowers more like for fresh poultices. I think I made a little bit of tincture. I didn't have an abundance of calendula this year. But anyways, it was weird to see the jar completely empty. But my daughter had all that skin stuff going on, so we just kind of were like using it as we went. Anyways, no regrets, no living in the past. The only moment we have is right here, right now, this very instant, and red clover is saying flow. So there's actually 3 clover buds on here on this card, like 1 in the forefront, 2 in the background. Her stem is, yeah, it's curvy. Her 4-leaf clover trifolium flowers right there, they're looking beautiful. She is such a gorgeous flower. I love taking pictures of her, especially zooming in, because she's magic when you really, really, really look at her. So we will get a message from Clover about going with the flow, or flowing, removing stagnation. Maybe we need to clean our lymph nodes, like just get our body really cleaned up and flowing. This morning I took a ginger capsule. Like, I've been drinking fresh ginger root tea, and I feel so good. Well, I ran out, and I'm like, I don't really want to stop this ginger thing that I have going because it's so chilly and I want to stay warm. So I took a ginger capsule, and I'm trying to like really stick with my herbs, stick with my herbal allies, stick with my teas, and just do the best that I can. Okay, this is really interesting. My finger is in the middle of the deck. It's split apart, and I'm pulling out a card, you guys. I'm pulling out a card, and it's another very curvy, flowing ally. It's Vitex. So we've gotten this tree before. This tree has encouraged people to belly dance out in the yard. This tree has encouraged all you beautiful humans to put your hands up in the air and wiggle around like you just don't care and have that energy flowing, this self-mastery. That's what it's all about, you guys. We are here for self-mastery. We're here to learn our lessons. We're here to realize things. We're here to understand ourselves. Like last night, one of the big things that I was really having these clear eyes about is why I am attracted to the people that I'm attracted to, like where it's coming from, what am I projecting? And it's really great to just step back from yourself and analyze yourself, like just not be in that emotional turbulence. You just step out of it completely into this clear space and be like, wow, look what you're doing. Look what I'm doing. And then you can give yourself advice, right? Because when you give yourself advice, that's the best advice that you could ever receive. And it just helps you on your way to self-mastery. So both of these cards, and we're going to do top and bottom, and then we're going to be done. But both of these cards are movement, are flow. There is no stagnating energy in either of these cards. There's no place for it, because even under the soil, their roots are also flowing. Their stems are flowing, their branches are flowing. So we've got a flower and we've got a tree, both reaffirming our need for one, physical movement, energetic movement, right? These herbs will help get things flowing, help with our hormones. Both of them are hormone balancers. So that's really interesting. And they're both open to receiving higher energies. So Vitex, she's got her branchy arms up in the air, just this energy swirling. Even red clover has this beautiful lighted aura around the flower blossom, and you can see these wispy golden threads coming down from above, bringing in that divine energy. So we've got clover, we've got Vitex on the top. Oh yeah, we've got butterfly weed with transformation. Let me move Metatron's cube over so we have room here. We're going to go butterfly weed with transformation. Beautiful, just beautiful. There's a rainbow coming out the top of the flower, and there's a rainbow coming out from under the roots where this light is anchored into Gaia. So butterfly weed is transformation. Like we've been telling you, my guides say, we've been telling you, you're changing. You're going to morph into this new lady, right? And I'm like, okay, let's see it. But now I'm actually feeling it. And then oh my gosh. And then on the bottom is shooting star with life purpose. Okay, so this is really beautiful because I just pulled the shooting star from another deck Monday night. So really activating right now within us this week, our true purpose. So really activating within us now. We're going to hand over the reins to our higher self. You have an aspect of you, your higher self, who can lead the way much better than your lower self, much better than your ego ever could. Like your ego has a purpose, you need it in this reality, but it doesn't actually have to call the shots, you know? So let's step into our higher purpose, our higher self, and let's be guided by spirit, and let's be guided. It's our spirit You're being guided by your own spirit. It's you, it's your soul. And let's be guided more with that every day. Every day. Step into that more and more. I am going to live my life purpose. I'm going to stay in this now moment, being in this instant. And so then we don't get like caught up in like worrying about the future. Like, just let yourself be guided. Have a little trust. Open up your hands and just say, I trust you. And who are you talking to? You. You're talking to you. I trust you. I trust you to guide me. My higher aspects of me, my higher self, my soul. I trust you to guide me with my life purpose. I trust you to guide me. I'm already appreciative for you working overtime, keeping me out of trouble. Like, wow, you guys. Wow, you guys, me. There's more aspects in you than just like one like tiny ego. That's kind of complicated. But anyways, so we've got Clover Flow, Vitex Self Mastery, Butterfly Weed Transformation, and Shooting Star Life Purpose. So you get into this flow, you allow the energy to come in you, you allow divine will to have an effect on you. You bring it in, you get your mind under control, you get your thoughts under control, you clarify your mind, you attain emotional mastery, you understand why something affects you, you understand why you're attracted to things, you understand why you resonate with some things. And that can be a positive thing or a negative thing, but you start to figure yourself out from a psychological perspective. It's self-mastery. You're improving yourself. You're doing the things that are going to benefit you. You're making intentions. You're saying affirmations. You're praying. You're meditating. You're receiving. You're allowing yourself to be guided and transformed into the being that you, one, truly are, and two, you intended to evolve into when you came here. So when you incarnated into this earth plane, you pretty much forgot everything, right? You forgot that you were spirit. You forgot that you were an aspect of source. You forgot your soul, you know? And like you forgot all these things. So it's like a time of remembering a little bit, you know, but you don't have to stress yourself out in remembering. All you have to do is allow yourself to be transformed and guided. And then your life's purpose activates. And brace yourself. It really could just be something simple, like you're supposed to be happy and joyful and in the moment and having these moment to moment experiences. Right? Don't get caught up in the ego's world. And that's going to be really, really hard because I know you're probably going to Walmart this week. Right? They are trying hard to get people back into the Christmas bullshit. They cannot give up control yet, right? But you can make that decision to how much, if any, you want to play along. You really can. You really can, with not just with Christmas, but with anything. With anything that you want to do or don't want to do. It's up to you. So follow your life's purpose today and every day. Allow yourself to be transformed. And the only thing you really got to do is flow with the energy and make a little bit of effort of self-mastery. So yeah, I mean, sometimes like the irony is you have to give up control to get control of yourself. Like I have this one song on my playlist. I think it's called Jolt, Jolt, and it's a guy singing it, and it's kind of a dark song. Not dark, but a little bit. It's a little bit dark, but the one part that I love about it is At one point, he just is in the song is like, fuck it, I surrender. That's like basically another way of saying like I give it up to God, or the universe is in charge now. But if give it up to God and the universe is in charge now, or I hand it over to my higher self, doesn't resonate, then just how about fuck it, I surrender. So yeah, sometimes you have to just give up control to get control of your life. It's just, one of those ironic oxymoron type of, I don't know what actual words I'm supposed to use to describe it. But yeah, give it up, flow with it, F it, I surrender, and just see what kind of energy comes in your life. So I'm going to turn to the book now. We gonna get nerdy with it, with clover. So this is a picture of the red clover. White clovers are cute too, for sure. But this is the hot pink red clover with flow. And the Lao Tzu, I don't know, some famous Chinese author or writing said, let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. So yeah, I mean, are you going to like step into a stream and try to fight with it and try to get it to go like another way? No, like you wouldn't do that, because you know that energy is flowing, right? If the river is flowing rapidly, what the hell are you going to do about it? Nothing. Like, consider the energy in your life sometimes like that river or stream. It's like it's got its own course kind of already set into motion. And just let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. So we're talking about clover. Lots of different varieties grow everywhere. If I see it in my garden, I do not pull it out. I let the red clover stay always because I love it so much. So Trifolium pretense is what is often used in herbal medicine, but the other species can have similar properties. Most clovers contain coumarins. Those are blood thinner compounds. White sweet clover is high in coumarins and can be used for treating bruises. So there's a lot of different clovers to get to know, but most generally clover in fleeces, that's a new word. How about increases flow within the body? So if you want to drink red clover tea or take a tincture, red clover removes congestion, not only of the blood, but also saliva, tear ducts, and glands that have become hardened after infection. So if you have cysts or nodules, like maybe if your eyes feel super dry, like maybe there's something not flowing there with your tear ducts, your mouth is super dry, red clover might be something. Like I would go with like marshmallow root right off the bat to moisten it. But like, why is your mouth not creating saliva, right? So like, we want to get our body flowing. Like everything's supposed to move. You're supposed to be kind of spitty. You're supposed to be kind of sweaty sometimes. Like your body's supposed to flow and move. So if you need to have a little helper, red clover could be your healing herbal ally. Now, so we've pulled this card today, and I'm just going to read straight from the Herbal Healing deck, the guidebook. Clover comes into your life to herald a time of movement, change, and flow. So I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying to you. Things are changing. Things are changing. And I love it because I was kind of like being tortured in my head about a few stupid things. And like, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. So sometimes called shamrocks, clovers, especially four-leaf clovers, are associated with luck. In fact, each of the four leaves stands for a theme. The four leaves, one stands for faith, hope, one's love, and luck. So the four-leaf clover is faith, hope, love, and luck. Drawing clover is a sign for a pleasant turn of events and good fortune to come your way. This may come in a number of forms, such as synchronicity, an unexpected windfall, a new opportunity, or a lucky flow of events. So basically, some good shit's coming our way. Thank goodness. But like, isn't like mental peace like enough of like good fortune? Like, I think that's where I'm at. Like, oh my gosh, I can let these things go that have kind of hijacked my mind a little bit. Thank you. That I do feel lucky. I do feel lucky to be able to have a clear mind. But yeah, I'll take some synchronicities. I'll take some new opportunities. I'll take a pot full of gold. Sure. Red clover is also used for fertility in women. It's a fertility aid. And what's really cool about that is when you have it in your garden, when you let it grow in your garden, it also increases the fertility of the soil. So whereas most plants use up the soil's nutrients, clover can be grown as a nitrogen fixer. So it improves the quality of the soil. So leave it grow. If you're blessed enough, if you're lucky enough to have some red clover growing in your garden, leave it because it's going to fix the nitrogen. And then you can harvest the blossoms, dry them, and put them in your tea. Or just nibble on them fresh. They're really good, the honey lotus. Like, I love eating fresh clover. That's probably why I don't have it on my shelf, because I friggin' ate them all summer. All right. So, what else? What else do we want to say about this? The plant's fertile nature and affinity for the female reproductive system point to the feminine or receptive nature within us all. So the receptive nature within us all. So that's why everyone needs to have a healthy balance of masculine and feminine. The feminine nature is what allows you to be receptive. So red clover is here today to tell you, be sure to stay open to receiving the good that comes your way. So good stuff is coming your way, but are you open to it? Are you going to allow yourself to receive it? Are you going to be open to the good stuff? So one way to keep the flow going in your life is to let go of the old. Let it go. Let go of the old. Only hold on to what currently serves you. Release the negative patterns and wounds of the past. So yeah, I'm feeling it. Let it go. Let go of the wounds, let go of the negative patterns, even like let go of all the old stuff around you. Just as compost creates fertile soil, let any sense of past failure or regret recycle into something better. So all our old negative energies, let's let them compost down, let's let them recycle into something better. What's better? So something bad happened to you. You made some bad decisions. Like now, what can it be recycled into that's better? Awareness, realization, wisdom, right? You can recycle these things into something better. So also be on the lookout for any possessions you may have that hold the energy of a negative situation. So if you've got something in your life that every time you look at it, like literally something in your house that like you look at it and it makes you think of something negative, get it out of your house. Get it the F out of your house. If you knew that a brand new life of your choice was in store for you, what would you choose to bring with you? So a lot of times we just hold stuff in our house. It's like, it's just there. It's just been there forever. But like if you were going to start a new life, like, okay, beautiful new house, gorgeous. What do you want to move into it? Would you bring your old crap with you? It's just something to think about. And after you've thought about it, it might be time to let go of any possessions that no longer match your energy. Okay, so that can be clothing, decorations, or even gifts from old friends and lovers that hold negative connotations. By clearing away the stagnation of the past, you create more space for good to flow freely into your life. So when I was at my mom's house, I was sleeping in her bed because, you know, she's sleeping on the recliner right now. So she's a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone type of lady. She's got knickknacks, and it's pretty. I like the way she does it. But on her bed, like it had like a shelf or something, one of the ceramic things that she has is from her first marriage. It's a bride and groom. And I thought, why the hell is that in this room? I just thought to myself, like, I just was like, I can't believe she's kept that. Like, I mean, it probably was expensive or somebody gave it to her. But it's like, where's the sentimental value in that? Like every time that you go to crawl into bed alone, do you want the bride and groom of your failed marriage above your head? I don't know. Something that I noticed. So Red Clover is making me laugh by showing it again to me, like that I noticed it and thought about it. And so that's fine. She can do whatever the hell she wants. But in my life, I really want to, apply that question. Would I bring it with me into my new life? Is it serving me? Does it bring up anything negative? And if it does, say, thank you for living in my house. Now you get to take a vacation to Goodwill and find somebody new to live with. It's okay to let stuff go. It is okay to let stuff go. Really. And when you let stuff go, you clear up some space and it feels really good. And then new energy can flow into your life. So another way to attract blessings is to appreciate the good that is currently in your life. Clover is a very common plant that grows all over the world. It imbues a sense of appreciation for the common things. While clover is associated with financial luck, drawing this card doesn't necessarily mean you will win the lottery, but you might. Be sure to appreciate luck in all forms, big and small. I would just be happy if I could get some child support off of my kids' dads. Maybe somebody will just send me money this week that owes me money. Be sure to appreciate luck in all forms, big and small. The attitude of gratitude will keep you open and receptive to more and more of life's blessing. So the attitude of gratitude. Love it, love it, love it. Live it, live it, live it. Be grateful and say so. Clover is here to give you hope. If you have felt run through the ringer of life lately, the spirit of Clover asks you to hold steady to your faith. While uncertainty and change can be difficult, it is a necessary part of growth. Do not fear this process or resist the changes that come. Trust that the movement in your life is guiding you down a better path. Ooh, I love that it said that because, we were talking about how, we're going to let our higher selves guide us now. So trust and have faith that we are being guided down a better path than even what we're on. And if your path is good right now, then be grateful, be appreciative. But guess what, honey? There's even a better path too. Even if this one's real good, it can always be better. Yeah, the glass is half full, but there probably is a better glass. So be thankful for what you have, but be open to improvement, be open to guidance, be open to good fortune coming your way. So thank you, Clover. Thank you so much. All right, so moving along here to Vitex. Vitex had that message of self-mastery, and it starts off with a Rumi quote, which reminds me I really would like to get that Rumi Oracle deck. I asked a local shop to order it for me. She's like not gotten back to me at all, whether or not like that's happening or if she can get it. And I'm like, if I order it, then I know the next day she'll call and say that she got it in for me. So I need to like either wrap that up, call her and be like, yo, you getting me the Rumi deck or not? Because I feel like I've waited long enough for Rumi, especially when he says things like, in each moment the fire rages. It will burn away 100 veils and carry you 1,000 steps toward your goal. See what I mean? I need more Rumi in my life. So whatever the heck that meant, changes, right? In each moment, the fire rages. It will burn away 100 veils, carrying you 1,000 steps toward your goal of self-mastery, self-realization, God realization, whatever you want to call it, connecting to Christ consciousness, right? If you're on a spiritual journey, then yeah, like your ultimate goal is to attain your Christed self. And part of the thing that we're doing here is we are mastering our human selves. So let's talk about Vitex. It's a small tree native to the Mediterranean. And the Vitex has been used for millennia as a hormone regulator. They use the berries. So in this card, you can see her sweet little berries up there. The berries balance estrogen and progesterone levels, soothing PMS and other reproductive disorders. Women also use the plant to promote lactation or aid in childbirth. So it's also known as chaste tree, and it does have a history with chastity. The chaste berry, it's, geez, oh man, it's pungent and peppery. I feel like I just ate one. It's pungent and peppery in flavor and has also been called monk's pepper. Celibate clergy in medieval Europe used the plant to decrease the libido. So yeah, hopefully the freaking Catholic Church needs to take some of these so they can quit molesting children. Sorry for throwing that in there, but like, have you noticed that more and more of this insanity, like the abuse that's coming to the surface within the church? Every time I turn around, I see another article like this priest is, you know, in court. Listen to me, my throat chakra's clamming up because I'm talking about gross stuff. But like, yeah, like people are coming out saying that they were abused as children, from the clergy, from the church. They're saying all these things. I mean, if you don't believe me, look up and see how much in lawsuits that the Catholic Church has now paid out to people who are coming now out as adults saying they were abused. And now like they've had like, they're like paying out billions of dollars in lawsuits. So shout out to my Catholic family. Every time you put a freaking $20 bill in that donation hat that comes around at church, you're basically just paying for these pedophile priests and popes to pay their court fees. Quit giving them money. Quit sitting in that church. All right. Where was I at? It could decrease the libido. This carried over into religious rituals in which novitiates, I don't know what that word is, would walk into the monastery on a path covered with vitex blossoms. In ancient Greece and Rome, women wore the flowers or carried a vitex twig as a symbol of their chastity. They probably could also beat people up with their chastity twigs. If a guy got too close, they just smack him across the face. That's where I'm at in my life. I'll just be carrying a Vitex twig, being like, get out of here. Yeah. Get away. Get away. Get away now. Get away, get away, get away now. Out the way. Get out the way. So yeah, sorry to bring up the priests, but like 3 years ago, I came across all this information, all of these people who were talking about their traumas as children. And you know that shit's still going on. If it happened 20 years ago, 40 years ago, it's still going on. And you see how many people in the news, I mean, are like good people in high places are getting in trouble for being predators, sexual predators towards children. Like, I just saw somebody posted a news article. They were running a sex ring. Yeah, people are paying money to have sex with children. Guess who was in charge of it? A school teacher and a police officer. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So anyways, trying to stay in love and light, but Vitex is showing me something that is challenging me, right? Like, this challenges me. Like, everything that I believe, like love humanity, help humanity, it has the potential to fly right out the window when I hear of child predators. Like, I'm like, well, I really didn't want to incur any more karma in this life, but now I have to kill these motherfuckers. Now I gotta slit some throats. Like, people who harm children are the scum of the scum of the scum. And, you know, when I'm older, I just might have to help take care of them people. All right, so anyways, there is some debate over whether chasteberry actually works to decrease the libido. Some herbalists have used Vitex as a remedy for many overexcited states, including ADD, nervousness, hyperactivity, and hypersexuality. I know several guys who could use this. Like, hey, even if we're not sure if it works, how about you just try it out? Yet the chasteberry is also used as a remedy for post-menopausal women who feel as if their zest for life and love is gone. Rosemary Gladstar asserts that it regulates the system, balancing out deficits or excesses. So red clover does that too. Whether you've got like too much hormone or not enough, it helps you get to that balanced middle ground with your hormones. So clover and Vitex coming through, kind of teamwork in here together. So they're good to take, right? Just to keep you in that balanced state. All right, what else can we say about this? Let's talk about as an oracle. Why is it here? Why is Vitex here in our spread today? When Vitex appears, you may experience a surge of energy that requires a greater level of self-control. Self-control, Sadie. Where is it at? You got any? Find it. Use it. So anytime we're getting like a lot of new energy coming in, we might find ourselves in situations that call for discipline and self-mastery. So there's an herbalist named Matthew Wood, and he connects Vitex with the archetype of the hunter. The desire to hunt and or the feeling of being hunted may come into play at this time. All right, so that's hilarious. Like, so funny. Because, yeah, like, I have played both roles. I have been the hunter and I have been the hunted. And I'm kind of done with both of them. So examine your relationship with the hunt. Are you hunting after someone or something? Perhaps there is a relationship or spiritual experience you desire, but you cannot quite reach at this time. Remember that on a deeper level, you are your own source of love and divinity. So true fulfillment cannot be attained outside oneself. Hunting implies the desire to consume or possess. The challenge you face now is tempering this desire with self-control. If sexual energy is involved, remember that even the source of sexuality is divine. Your desire for another is also your desire to experience divinity. So that does kind of tie in a little bit with like yesterday, we were talking about the law of sex and how like we should be using, if we, the true pure intentions for sex is to connect with the divine, connect with another human being, connect with oneness, right? In a beautiful, mutual, pure way. But ultimately, why do we have that attraction? It's because we desire another, because we want to experience divinity. And divinity lies within. So we're like projecting it out onto another person, but like really that experience is inside of you with or without anybody else. Like you can have access to it now. So that's one way of looking at this card and how it might apply to our life. Another way is that perhaps we are feeling hunted or haunted or sought after by an unwanted energy or some horny creep in our DM. So if this is the case, explore how your own energy has attracted this influence. So yeah, I spent like not 3 months, but like at least 3 weeks, like complaining to the universe that I really needed a lover. I have these physical needs. They're not being met, blah, blah, blah. Well, didn't I attract onto myself lots of guys who would be happy to be my lovers, right? But then it was very clear to me I did not attract from a pure place, and I was not attracting the type of human beings that I want in my life. So anyways, I totally get how I bring everything to me. I do. So this Oracle guidebook says it may be that your unmet desires have projected onto another person, causing him or her to pursue you inappropriately. You might also be constantly looking over your shoulder, expecting an unknown fear to catch up with you. In this case, the hunt stops when you stop running. If you turn around, you may see yourself reflected in the face of your pursuer. So yeah, anything that we're fearing or trying to get away from, like just quit trying to run away from it, turn around, look at it, and see the truth in it. See how you projected it, attracted it, and manifested it. If you can harness the influx of energy at this time, you will be able to channel it into creative pursuits. So as we have now, we're going through the portal of 1111, as we're going into ourselves now deeper, as we're accessing our higher selves, our higher energy, all of this increased energy, this influx of energy, we can channel it into our creative pursuits, into our projects. So don't just let it flow around you, flow in you without utilizing it. If you've got a lot of energy flowing within you right now, utilize it and channel it into your projects, into your life purpose. The fiery and electric force can be used to increase your own abilities, your stamina, and personal power. You do not need to join a monastery to learn discipline, thank God. But maintaining some sort of daily practice is recommended. So self-mastery, we can do some yoga, some dance, music, tantra, something that blends the sensual and the spiritual. Our self-mastery will be aided by doing something like that. Some Tai Chi, some yoga, belly dancing, even listening to music on headphones, Tantra. Like, let's maybe look into some of that kind of things to channel this energy if we seem to have a lot of it. So finally, Vitex says, rather than running toward or away from something or someone, be willing to stay put and feel the passion within yourself. Instead of giving in to the desire to consume, see what it feels like to appreciate desire for its own sake, even to extend and sustain this desire. If you stay with it for long enough, you can experience a transformation of self that results in an increased amount of energy that you are able to hold within. So I love that it said transformation of self, because that flows us right into butterfly weed with a message of transformation. Perfect. So even though there's a beautiful flower on the butterfly weed, we're actually going to be talking about the root. And butterfly weed is butterfly weed, it's all about transformation. There's a proverb that says, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. So yeah, if you've just been feeling like, like, I don't even know why I'm living, I just lost my zest, I could give a F about this place, like, what is even with it? Just when you think like your love for life is gone, just when you think it's over, the world is over, you become a butterfly. So allow this energy to flow within you and be open to some transformations that you didn't see coming. That fat ass caterpillar did not think it was ever going to be a butterfly, but bam, there it was. All right, let's get moving here. This is probably going to be like one of the longest podcasts I've ever made, but I just am loving getting nerdy with it. Na 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 na. And we're going to talk about butterfly weed, and then we'll end with shooting star, the life purpose. So yeah, butterfly weed. I know my neighbor has one in her yard. I think Lorraine has a butterfly weed. They usually have bright orange flowers, with bright orange flowers that grace the fields and roadsides of eastern North America. It's about a 3-foot tall perennial and member of the milkweed family. So as its name implies, the butterfly weed herb attracts a large number of butterflies, bees, hummingbirds. They love the color, they love the generous nectar, but it's also called pleurisy root. This herb was used by Native Americans and early settlers for bronchial infections. So, guess what? No surprise here. Butterfly weed is known by today's herbalism community to remove stagnation. So now we literally have 3 herbal allies that are all here to remove stagnation, get the energy flowing. Red clover, Vitex, and butterfly weed are all going to help get this energy moving within you. So it removes stagnation, usually when there's lingering infection in the lungs, but also other parts of the body. You can apply pleurisy root topically as a lubricating agent to remove clicking or catching of the joints. So you can actually put this on your skin, on your joints. The plant releases stagnation by moving internal energy outward. Internal energy outward, and you can kind of see that in the picture too. There's a column of light coming in to the pleurisy butterfly weed herb, and then the rainbows are putting it outward. So this is going to help us whether we have physical or emotional stagnation. So any type of anything, let's call on butterfly weed. We don't even need to have these plants in front of us. We can just close our eyes and call on the spirit of butterfly weed and vitex and clover to remove the emotional, mental, and physical stagnation in our bodies now. So butterfly weed heralds a time of transformation and renewal. And such, this is an auspicious card to draw. The time is ripe with opportunity to transform yourself, especially your creative self. So this new energy coming in that we want to harness and channel, like Vitex said, butterfly weed is also saying that the time is ripe with opportunity to transform yourself, okay? Especially your creative self, whether it's like a coming of age, a heightened sexual maturity, new artistic pursuits, elevation into higher spiritual realms, and ascension are all areas of growth indicated by butterfly weed. So this is such a great confirmation for me because I really did feel the energy move. I did feel myself lift and release and let go and just transcend a few and very important things. And now I do feel like I stepped into a different energy. I really, really did. So when you come out on the other side of this influence, the self you perceive might look very different from the one you know now. So as we go through these changes, we could be a different person here before long. So rest assured that transformation is the way of nature, and your process is a completely natural one. Yet just as the caterpillar might lose itself, it must lose itself to become a butterfly, you must let go of portions of yourself that no longer serve you. So what's no longer serving you? Attachments to past lovers or friends or teachers or belief systems. You got to examine them now and let it go. What part of you doesn't serve you anymore? Your self-hatred, your low self-esteem, your criticalness. Let it go. Comb through your life carefully, looking for anything that weighs you down or limits your potential. If you truly believe that you were to begin a brand new life today, what would you choose to bring with you? And what would you let go? That should sound very familiar because I literally just said the same thing with the other card. So this is a very strong message today for us to let things go. Go through your closets. Let your old ugly clothes go. Go through your books. Go through your stuff. Go through your belief systems. Go through your thoughts. What can you let go today? Go through your friends list. Maybe you need to let some friends go that are just always... Their energy is like just not something you want, or silence them. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to let things go. Like, are we going to start a brand new life? Am I going to move into a new house? So butterfly weed also says that releasing guilt is especially important now, as this emotion is far too heavy for the spiritual wings you are developing. Many of us hold guilt in the sacral chakra, the seat of our creativity and sexuality. So through visualization, energy work, meditation, or ceremony, it's really important right now for you to work to release any guilt or negative attachments that you might hold in this area. If there's anything in your life that you're feeling guilty about, let it go. Transcending the ordinary may also bring up feelings of guilt about other people's experience of life. Though you may feel the envious eyes of others upon your back, take care not to absorb or take responsibility for their feelings. Stay true to yourself and humbly accept the blessings headed your way. Soaring to new heights, traveling great distances, and understanding the universe more deeply are all possibilities now. So I love that Butterfly Weed said that, like, don't be embarrassed of your blessings. Don't feel like you have to enjoy your blessings any less because someone else might be jealous. Like, you deserve all the good things coming to you. So while this is a glorious time of growth and evolution in your life, transformation is never easy. Like a caterpillar in a cocoon, you may be tested with the need to become camouflaged, amorphous, stationary, or vulnerable for a time. There might be moments when it feels as though nothing is happening. Do not be fooled, for this is merely an illusion. There is no doubt that stagnant energy is being removed from your entire being. Stagnant energy is being removed from your entire being. Strong emotions are natural at this time of intense change. Be gentle on yourself throughout this process and let these emotions wash over you like cleansing waves. And Butterfly Weed finally tells us to have patience as you wait for the right moment to emerge. Your new wings may take some practice to use, but entry into a transformed reality is assured. So the energy has changed. I knew it. I could feel it. Things are removing themselves. Stagnant energy is releasing. These mental habits that we thought we couldn't shake, now it's like the perfect time that, we don't even have to shake that hard. We just have to allow them to dissolve and be removed from our reality. So we've made it. We've made it now. We've flowed, we've transformed, and we've made it to our final card, the Shooting Star with life purpose. Yeah, once you feel renewed, once you've gotten this grip on the energy, you're in control of yourself, you're allowing yourself to be guided, you have all these creative possibilities in front of you, and this energy is ready to be channeled into your life purpose. So what's up? It's another quote from Rumi, who says, "My soul is from elsewhere. I'm sure of that. And I intend to end up there." So shooting star is a flowering plant native to North America and parts of Siberia. Although some Native American tribes may have used this plant medicinally, and there are accounts of it being edible, reliable sources have difficulty pinning down the medicinal uses of shooting star. It's better known as a flower essence with a very specific healing quality. And that's how I've taken it. I personally have taken the shooting star flower essence, and I literally just pulled this card Monday with the live stream that I did. You can check it out on my YouTube channel, Sadie Marie Cherico. Shooting star is with us this week. Holy, oh my goddess. Shooting star is so named because of the plant's unique flowers, which nod downward off the stem, sepals forming a single tip that points toward the earth, and then the petals are swept back that open toward the sky. The effect is that of a star rocketing toward the earth at great speed. The flower essence is used for souls who have a strong celestial or otherworldly connection, and as a result feel alienated from humankind or earthly involvement. These folks may have a difficult time fitting in with others and an equally difficult time pinpointing why. So yeah, if you feel like you are from another planet and you can't relate to these a-hole humans, there's a good chance you probably are. Past life regression therapist Dolores Cannon has written about such souls in her books called The Three Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth. And she's on YouTube. Videos of her are still on YouTube too. She's since croaked and working from the other side of the veil, but Dolores Cannon is a adorable older lady. You want to check her out. So under the deep trance of hypnosis that she would put people under, people would remember their past lives on other planets, in other realms, and even as beings of pure light living close to the Creator. See, that's why I want to be a hypnotist when I grow up. Many report being called to Earth in order to assist in a great transition at this time. So these souls have chosen to incarnate as humans, some for the first time. So their unique vibration affects others on the planet. So they're star seeds. While these volunteers are doing humanity a wonderful service, they may have difficulty adjusting to the harsh, dense reality of human life. So a lot of these sensitive children being born now, some of them, this is their first time on planet Earth. So like they're used to more loving planets. They're used to more lighter incarnations, and when they come here to Earth, it's very dense and it's very harsh, and it's like, what the hell did I get myself into? So no matter your specific beliefs on reincarnation or extraterrestrials, okay, because I know some people are going to be like, what the hell are you even talking about? I don't believe that there's anyone in this universe except for human beings. Like, some people I understand are still that closed-minded, but now it is kind of time for you to open up your mind and your hearts for this cosmic truth to enter you now. But regardless, it's a beautiful oracle card, and it's come into our reading today to remind us, as a reminder of your cosmic consciousness. So even if you're a hardcore science guy, even hard science agrees that we are made of stardust. Your connection to the stars is particularly strong now, and your job is to ground this cosmic awareness onto the earthly plane. How? This is done through the activation of your life's unique purpose. So that's why I took the shooting star flower essence, to connect into my life purpose more. I felt like there was something I was supposed to be doing. Like, I was like, just guide me already. Like, that's what I was telling myself, my higher self, God, all it is, my angels, whatever the hell. I was telling everybody, just guide me already. Let me know what you want me to be doing. Like, I feel like I'm here to help, but what do you want me to do? You know, just point me in that direction. Make it clear for me what my purpose is. And so, yeah, I took the shooting star flower essence, and really it anchored me in to really live streaming, broadcasting, podcasting, reading oracle cards, being an open conduit to receive messages from the divine best I can. And guess what? I'm pretty freaking satisfied with what I'm doing. So, as a flower essence, shooting star helps celestial people, often called star seeds, find their true purpose for being on Earth. You can call on the spirit of shooting star right now for assistance in humanizing your stellar consciousness. Feeling like an outsider makes us doubt that our skills and perspective will be understood or valued by the world. And as a result, we might have a deep-seated fear of opening up and sharing ourselves. Drawing shooting star is a sign that your current path calls for unique self-expression. So you need to be you. You need to be unique in your expression. and, connect with the stars, look up at them at night. You don't have to believe anything you're not ready, or you don't want to, or you just don't, right? Like, you don't have to believe anything, but you are connected to the stars. Every last one of you. For sure. And I know personally, I am definitely connected to the stars, most likely the Pleiadian star system. And, it was over the summer, I was driving from Brookville to Reynoldsville on 322, and that road's like really curvy. And I'm like, just sort of like smooth. I was like so smooth. I was driving my minivan like I was a graceful race car driving goddess. And I was like, thinking like, look at me driving so good today on this curvy ass road. And I heard my higher self say to me, of course, this is what it said. I said to myself, I know how to drive a spaceship. Of course I can drive a minivan. Like, as sure as day. Like they're going to lock me up in the loony bin, right? If I start telling people things that I'm remembering from either simultaneous or previous incarnations. But I literally knew in that moment that I knew how to drive a spaceship. Of course I could drive a minivan. It was freaking hilarious. So anyways, let's wrap this up. If you can make the effort to follow your true interests, no matter how strange, no matter how strange they seem to others, to other people, if you can follow your true interests, life will reward you. However, these rewards may seem insubstantial to the conventional wisdom that seeks only material goals. And other people are not going to get you. They may not understand your choices, but nevertheless, stay firm in your strangeness. Stay firm in your strangeness. That came out Monday too for the live stream. It's just time for you to be weird. It's time for you to be your true self and just be strange. However that is for you. Learning how to move your own agenda forward, regardless of disapproval from family, authority figures, or society, is very important now. Do your own damn thing. Don't even be caring about society or your family or your friends or even, I guess, authority figures. Like, try not to get locked up in jail, but do your own thing. A lot more time to your hobbies, the things that make you happy, the things that bring you enjoyment, excitement, and passion, and develop your distinct talents and skills and interests. When you feel ready, jump on opportunities to share yourself with others. When the time is right, those with similar viewpoints will take notice of your work. So, honey, shoot for the stars. Nothing less than your destiny is at stake. Woo! Nothing less than your destiny is at stake. Yeah, don't follow your dreams. Don't follow your passions. Don't be happy. You know, it's just your destiny. So when you start to look at your life like that, like, yo, this is my life. This is my incarnation. This is my limited time to be in this cloak of divine flesh, in this body. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to get done what I came here to get done. And if that's just laying around in the sun, so be it. Just loving myself, feeling good, not giving a flip what society tells me to do. Stop being told what to do all the time and do your own thing. Allow yourself to just be like, what do I feel like doing right now? What am I drawn to? What excites me? And then do that. Follow your passions to your highest ability for as long as you can. And then if you feel drawn to something else, shout out to Bashar, then you go do that. you just keep on following your excitement. And that is one of the best ways to be guided. That's one of the best ways to allow energy to flow in your life. So much love, so many shout outs to Red Clover, Vitex, Butterfly Weed, and Shooting Star. Thanks for getting that old energy moving. Let's clear the stagnation. Let's get ourselves on the path to self-mastery. Allow ourselves to really open up our butterfly wings right now. And guess what, honey? You're a butterfly. So you can't be carrying around old baggage anymore. That kind of heavy stuff is just gonna weigh you down. So let it go, let it go, let it go. If it ain't serving you, if you don't love it, you let it go and you do your own thing and you follow your dreams and your ideas and your own higher guidance, because that is your life purpose. And when you follow your life purpose, you're gonna love your life.